Tina Louise must be feeling her age at least somewhat, seeing as how she's the last surviving cast member of Gilligan's Island. Dawn Wells, who played Mary Ann Summers, passed away in December of 2020. Louise played movie star Ginger Grant on that Sherwood Schwartz-led series which ran from 1964 to 67. Gilligan's Island ran for 98 episodes, and throughout the course of the series and beyond its initial run, Tina Louise has had the reputation of being a blonde bombshell. Some viewers simply wrote her off as some kind of ditzy eye candy type, and so did much of the entertainment industry. After the show wrapped, Louise found herself typecast and found it difficult to land other roles. There was even a rumor that started going around that she resented her role as Ginger because of this. Some of her later roles included appearances in the Robert Altman comedy O.C. and Stiggs, and the 1992 film Johnny Suede alongside Brad Pitt. She also guest starred on an episode of Married with Children as the character Miss Back. In 2014, she starred in the spiritual drama film Tapestry and the horror film Late Phases, which came out later that year. At 87, Louise seems to be doing quite well for her age. In fact, she's feeling spry enough to consider pursuing love at this late stage of her life. Join Factsverse as we discuss the octogenarian actress's love life, as well as a few other details of her personal life. Tina Louise finally admits which Gilligan star she found most attractive. In a recent interview, Louise seemed to have no hesitation when asked who she thought was her sexiest Gilligan co-star. Speaking to the New York Post, she revealed the actor she found to be most attractive was Jim Backus. Louise referred to Jim, the actor who played the millionaire Thurston Howell III, as hilarious. And as everyone knows, there are few better ways to win over someone's heart than humor. Tina said she loved how funny and witty Jim was, and how he would go to the psychiatrist every day and come back to the set to tell her the day's news. Beyond his great sense of humor, Louise admitted to finding the man adorable in pretty much every way. The popular 60s TV series also starred Bob Denver as Gilligan, Alan Hale Jr. as the skipper, and Russell Johnson as the professor. Speaking of Johnson, Louise said the professor read too many books, and as far as Gilligan, she explained he was much too nervous and scared all the time. Ultimately, he was too shy for her tastes and talked too fast for her to keep up. Louise lives in New York City, and she's currently single. The only time she's ever been married was in 1966, when she married radio announcer and TV show host Les Crane. The couple had one daughter, Caprice Crane, born in 1970, and has since become a producer for MTV as well as a novelist. Louise's marriage to Crane ultimately soured, and the two were divorced in 1971. When asked if she's still open to finding love at this point in her life, Louise told the Post she's open to life. She also opened up about what qualities she'd be looking for in a prospective partner. She says they'd have to be funny with a good heart, and money wouldn't matter if they happened to be stuck on an island together. When asked who in Hollywood she finds attractive, Louise says she has a bit of a thing for late-night host John Oliver. She mentioned several things about Oliver that struck her fancy, including his dimples and the fact that he's bright, cute, and funny. She went on to opine that for a relationship to be successful, you have to actually enjoy each other's company and have something interesting to talk about. That certainly wouldn't be a problem if she ever did get a chance to spend time with her celebrity crush, considering how Oliver literally talks for a living. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to Factsverse for more, and stick around for a lot more about Tina Louise. Tina Louise's thoughts on being labeled a blonde bombshell. Ever since her breakthrough role in 1958's God's Little Acre, Tina Louise has been known for her looks just as much as for her acting chops. It's something many celebrities have to contend with, but that doesn't necessarily excuse the superficial way they're perceived by the media and critics. But at the end of the day, it's a fact of life, and one Louise has always acknowledged. Her rise to fame was during a time that was very socially conscious. The 60s and 70s were definitely an era of change, and in many ways her role of Griselda in the film God's Little Acre mirrored her real-life experience. Addressing the film, Louise said that Griselda was only sexy because she looked and felt the part, but in reality, her story was pretty tragic. Louise remarked that men just couldn't keep their hands off of her, before detailing how in the film, every time a man saw her, they tried to kiss her and rough her up. Being treated like a sexual object instead of as a person is still a serious problem today, but back in the 60s, the issue wasn't addressed nearly as well as it is in the modern world. Louise hated feeling objectified like that. She lamented how she was treated as one-dimensional, even though anyone who spent any time with her would learn she's not. It was especially difficult for her to convince Hollywood that she was a serious actress once she had developed the reputation for being the bombshell. Tina Louise on aging. Nearly 6 decades have gone by since Gilligan's Island was on the air, and Louise's place in the entertainment industry has obviously shifted. In 2013, the aging star told Esquire she believed age was less of a concrete number and more so a construct tied to one's demeanor and outlook. She told the outlet some people are much older than others who have the same numerical age, largely because of how they present themselves, their posture, or the way they've maintained their physique. She also expressed she thinks it's wrong to label people with numbers. Clearing up the rumors. After Dawn Wells passed away in December of 2020, Louise had a few kind words to say about her deceased co-star. Even though it was often speculated the two had some kind of feud or rivalry, Louise says she'll always remember Wells's kindness to her. She went on to express gratitude that they got to be a part of the creation of the same cultural landmark that continues to bring people joy during these uncertain times. She says she hopes people will remember her as she does, as someone who always wore a smile on her face. Louise also denied the long-circulating rumors that she resented the role of Ginger Grant. She told the New York Post these rumors were never true, and rather, she loved doing her part, especially after her character really started getting developed by the writing team. While Ginger was originally imagined as a Marilyn Monroe-esque character, a different director eventually took over the series and started to write more sophisticated material for her character. A few extra details. Tina Louise is a longtime member of the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences. She's also a lifetime member of the Actors Studio. Louise has always cared deeply for children and has been a vocal advocate for improving child literacy. After publishing her 2007 book, When I Grow Up, she donated a portion of the book's proceeds to literacy programs. She revealed in 2013 she'd also been volunteering at local public schools as far back as 1996. In total, Louise has written 3 books, in addition to When I Grow Up, which she wrote to help inspire children to believe in themselves and feel empowered to become whatever they wanted to. She also penned 1997's Sunday, a Memoir, and another motivational children's book titled What Does a Bee Do?, which hit bookshelves in 2009. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think Tina Louise didn't receive the credit she deserved for her acting skills? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to FactsVerse if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.